What it do, YouTube? Welcome back. Today we'll be doing a tool review. Let's get to it. Alright, if y'all have been watching the channel, you know I've been dipping into the vapor blasting side of doing things, cleaning up my parts and stuff. So that requires me to do a lot of sand blasting before I vapor blast. So I just got the Harbor Freight, the red one back there, and I've been doing things to it to make it a better unit altogether. So I can show you a little bit later what all I've done to make it better, and it works pretty good now, but the gun is not the best. So I'm running through nozzles like crazy on that, so I was like, instead of just buying new nozzles for it, let me just get an ultimately better gun. So I'll show you what I picked up here, and we'll put it on the cabinet, and we'll give it a test run in this video. This is my cabinet here. I went with the dust collection system. This is kind of just like the off-brand version of it. They make a really good one, but this one does awesome the way it is. Picked it up on Amazon for like, I can't remember, 70 bucks or something. And it just hooks to your vacuum, and it kind of keeps the dust settled down inside the cabinet. Another thing I did is I built my own metering valve down here. So it has an air regulator, so you can open or close it to give more or less airflow. And then to change the media, valve just dumps it out instead of dumping it out of here. And this works great. I think the parts to build that were fairly cheap, so I know there's kits you can buy, but I just decided to make my own. So I went with a different light source in here because the light that was on it is not the best. So I wired up a separate light in there. I'll turn it on real quick. So it's a lot brighter in there. So I'm actually thinking about putting another one up here in this corner. But so with the metering valve, I had to run my air hose externally and drill a hole, come in here. And the hose that I got for it is like likes to stay curled up like that, which I don't like. I will end up replacing that one day once I can find a good replacement for it. But this gun's coming out, and we're gonna go. I'll show you what I got to replace it with. So you seen the old gun had the trigger on it. I opted to go with a pedal control unit from Eastwood, and it's item number 21133. This combination right here. It's a blast cabinet foot pedal and blast media gun. So you'll go from the trigger on the gun to now being foot operated, which will be nice. And overall, I think this is a better gun. I do notice that some connections just like aren't tight on here, so I'm gonna go through the gun and the pedal and put some Teflon tape on everything just to keep it from leaking, and we'll get this thing hooked up. So I'm gonna go through, and I'll just give you guys a little view. This is your nozzle here, and these wear out over time, so I bought a few packs of spares, so I'm not waiting on them. But this is your gun. You see your air jet down in there, and you got the air line coming off of it. This one was it came already hooked up from Eastwood, but I noticed that this brass piece here, when I took it out of the box, was loose, so I'll take all this apart and redo that. So this will go to your floor. The pedal will sit on the floor, run up to your cabinet via this adapter here. So you just slide it through the cabinet, hook it up on the other side of the cabinet, tighten this up, and all this will get Teflon tape. And then this slides on your air line before you slide your air line on here, put this on the air line, so whenever you press it on here, you can just tighten it up. But I'll show you all that here in a little bit. Alright, we have our old gun removed here. Here's a better picture of what it was. It was just a standard one that came in the cabinet with from Harbor Freight. So got rid of that. I had to use the same hose that I had in here because of my metering valve setup, so I'll have to replace this all at once. So there's enough slack in there to get me all the way to that corner of the cabinet, so we can start assembling this thing together here. First thing we'll do is we gotta run this air line from the pedal to the cabinet. We'll take this apart here. I'm gonna put it together with the washer on the outside. So anyways, this catches the back side. Here, it'll thread into the cabinet, and then our hose from our gun here, what we'll do is we'll just put this piece on first. And then we're gonna press this down until it seats up against the base of these threads here. But I'll do that later. I don't want to mess it up now. But air supply is hooked up. Everything's tightened down. Next we can put our gun in. And I'll try to get all the bends out of the line here. Alright y'all, holy cow, that thing does great. If I would have known how big of an improvement that would have made when I first got the cabinet, that would have been my first thing I bought for it. That thing is legit. Clean this piece up pretty quickly. I think it probably only took me like a minute and a half to clean this whole area. And wow, that's nice. I think that probably comes from the bigger air diameter, bigger air jet, stuff like that, bigger nozzle altogether. So far superior than the Harbor Freight gun, this one here. So if you still got this gun, spend the 70 bucks and get this kit by Eastwood. Again, it was item number 21133, and it'll make things a lot faster for you. I hope this helped you guys. Take care of yourselves. More content coming soon. I've been a bit busy building motors. I'll catch you next time, guys. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.